Alright, so I got a tool roll video for you guys today. I had mentioned when I was doing the Mario EOD pack that I was curious if a tool roll might work for the 0-point hook and line kit, which I had stuck in there. It's a pretty bulky pouch, and I didn't like the idea of like a full-up MOLLE pouch inside of a fixed pouch in a backpack. So I picked up this Bond travel gear tool roll, which is pretty well made. I left the tag on it. I'm going to take that off soon as I'm done with this video. But I got it all loaded up. I'm going to start using that because it's it's maybe half the size of the 0-point deal, but it's way easier to work out of, and it fits exactly in that pouch that I was talking about. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead back there and check it out. That pack is pretty interesting. So 0-point hook and line kit inside there. I'll show you that in just a minute. And then I picked up this Eagle tool roll. So I've never used tool rolls other than like big, almost briefcase style. And there wasn't a whole lot of scale on this when I got it. I found it on eBay. I don't even know if you can get them from Eagle anymore. So this might be kind of a moot point. But this thing is tiny. So it's almost 9 inches long, but it's like 2 inches across. So I have no idea what this thing was made to hold. The pictures really didn't do it justice on eBay. So you open it up, and it's pretty alright looking. You got a little vinyl pocket there, a little vinyl pocket over here, some organizer loops, and it looks like it secures pretty nicely. So on the surface I was like, alright, that might work for something. But it is just so small that, like, if whatever you have in these loops extends past right here, which is, you know, 2.5 inches, it doesn't fold. So I don't know what this was made to carry. You could probably put like a pen flare in here, which is kind of overbuilt for a pen flare. Like, they come fairly secure already. You just throw it in a pocket. You don't need to take all the flares out and stick them in here individually. Other thing I was thinking, maybe they built this for some sort of weird like pocket survival kit thing, but then you're adding so much fabric, like you might as well use a I don't know how you say the name, like a Sulkai tin, which is just a big open tin. Like, you don't really need to organize that stuff. So I don't really know what this is made to use it for. I'm gonna see if I can find anything that works, but this was probably just a silly purchase on my part. So wasn't a whole lot of money invested. I'm not like disappointed or anything. I don't know what you'd use that for that makes any sense, practically speaking. But this Bond one, this one's really well done. So it's secured with this like almost like a G hook, but not quite, because it's something different company from ITW. But it's got an adjustment tab, and then it also has, you know, various points you can secure it. So with this thing empty, you can go all the way out to the farthest one and tighten the strap all the way down. So there's a lot of play in this. But this thing is really well set up here. So it's got these little wings on it to keep your stuff from falling out once you set it up. And it's super simple. Like, they didn't try to do anything crazy with this. So you've got some sleeves that you can access here, and then they're obviously closed on the bottom. And then you've got elastic loops running down the middle of various sizes. So you can see they range everywhere from being able to hold some vice grips to forceps fitting in there. Now, the only issue I ran into when I was packing this thing is things with like handles or finger loops on them or whatever. You're really restricted to just one of these slots right in the middle of it, so that you can still fold it up. Alright, and then it has this little zippered pocket down here on the bottom. But yeah, I got the entirety of the 0-point hook and line kit in here without any issues rolling it up. You know, I put the nylon straps, both of those, in that slit pocket. The little sandbag and the clamp in there. Carabiner, J-knife, and the tent stakes, and then the grappling hook. You know, the vice grips with the eyelet and the forceps. It all fit in there pretty well. It could fold up a little bit flatter, but it's not unmanageable by any stretch. and it does meet the intent, and it is significantly easier to find that stuff and work with it than it is when it's in the 0-point pouch. So that's the Bond Travel Gear tool roll. Actual tools, I think it would work fine as long as you don't have anything huge, right? Like, you're still limited by overall size. So it's about 8 inches wide. So some of your normal size screwdrivers aren't going to fit. You're going to have to kind of pick and choose what screwdrivers or wrenches you want in there. But it's a good deal. So I highly suggest you guys look at that, check them out. They have, I think, 3 products on their website, so they're not overstretching by any means. They've got like a little survival kit pocket type thing that was sold out when I got this. I really want to see that. So hopefully that comes back in stock soon and I can show it to you guys. Thanks. Bye.